Hello and welcome. My name is Heroin Bob and welcome to Bob Buys, the channel I share with y'all my part-time reselling journey here in the state of Virginia. I am sourcing at the bins today. If you don't know what the bins are, it is the Goodwill outlet center. It is the last hurrah for all things Goodwill in my area. So the Goodwills in my region, if an item gets donated and it gets processed, it has 4 weeks to sell, and then after those 4 weeks it gets pulled from that location and then sent to the outlet center, and then the outlet center sticks those old donations that already had a month to try to sell in the store into a giant bin, and then people go through the bin, pick out what they want, and pay for it by the pound. My area, I believe, is $1.89. They may have raised prices since the last time I was here. But if it does not sell out of that bin before the outlet closes that day, then what ends up happening is it either gets sent to a landfill or it gets sent to a rag shop, depending on what it is. So this is the last hurrah. And the reason why I'm sourcing at the bins today, while I don't necessarily need stock, I do have a couple of making projects that I want to do, including that rag rug video that you guys said you want to see me make. I do have a request from a friend to make one in a set colorway. So I don't have those colors. I only have one of those colors. So what I'm gonna do is go inside and see what I can find. If I can find stuff to flip for profit, of course I will, but otherwise I'm here for crafting materials. Mostly because my Goodwill outlet here only carries clothes. It has clothes, books, shoes, and plastic. It does not do ceramics and glass, which you guys see me pick up the majority of the time, because as I mentioned before, if it does not sell within 4 weeks in the Goodwills here, it gets smashed and trashed. So I don't see any of that in the outlet. Like I said, that's why I pick up a lot of it, is so it doesn't get smashed and trashed in my area. And then all electronics and media that actually goes to a separate retail center inside of this store that is not the outlet bins. It's weird here, but let's go inside and see what I can find. I will try to get footage. It is super busy here, so if I can't, I'll just show you what I got at the end.
So you can see here, it is hopping. There are just people as far as you can see at every bin. I made my way to the shoe bin and I found these FootJoys as soon as I walked up. I took a look at them. They originally looked okay, but then I saw that the rubber was dry rotting inside. I then just thought this was cute. No one remembers normal. I just felt that on a personal level. I mean, this is very cute, and I'm sure someone would have wanted it, but I decided against it since I was already finding plenty of things to fill my cart. Here's some stuff to sell. I found this beautiful Pendleton wool skirt. And then I decided to head over to the retail location where legitimately as soon as I walked in the door, I found a brand new pair of Aldos, which was what is in my cart, and then this gorgeous 60s mod dress that of course went with me.
Welcome to the floor haul part of this video. As you guys saw, I went first to the bins portion, and I'm going to show you the 3 pieces I pulled out of that cart of stuff that I'm actually going to resell. Everything else that you saw in that cart is actually just going to be cut into 2-inch strips of cloth so I can do the Amish knot rug video, which may show up next month sometime, just in case you're interested in that. And then I went over to the retail location to see if I could find anything else for resale before I got too tired. But let me start with the bins first. I found this absolutely gorgeous blue Pendleton skirt. This is 100% virgin wool, and if you do not know, virgin wool means it is the first shearing of the sheep. So it's the first time the sheep has been sheared. This is a size 18, made in the USA, of course. It has a polyester lining, and there are actually no holes in this, which is incredible. And it has pockets, which is, of course, the best thing. And it doesn't have a smell, which is even better. So I'm going to steam this really well and then list it. I know we're towards the end of that season, but it is kind of just a classy skirt. And I know that someone will want it, especially since people are having to go back to the office now. This next piece I am also just going to steam it because it is new with tags. This is Walnut & Bros. The only reason I know about this brand is because it came in my ThredUp men's box, but now I know where it's sold at, which is Nordstrom Rack, which I did not know. So I will just list this because it's new with tags and steam all the wrinkles out of it. And again, another blue piece for resale. And I got it at the bins. I will let you know my pricing at the end. And then I picked up this because it is just a really cute spring top. If it was not at the bins, I would not have bothered picking this up. But look at this little off the shoulder. You know what this reminded me of? Alicia from Murray's Life, of whom I will be doing a live with on Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. But she wears a lot of stuff like this, super cute. Off the shoulder thing. This definitely needs to be washed because this has an odor, but very cute. American Eagle. All the stuff that I bought for making the project and these 3 pieces I paid less than $15 for. So if I sell the Pendleton skirt, I will have paid for all of my project materials and of course these pieces. So really happy about that. I don't know how, like, what people do. Like, I know what I'm doing with a 3rd full cart at the bins, like 3 pieces to resell, everything else is for crafting. But like, people had like 3 or 4 carts like overflowing full of stuff that they bought. I'm just like, what are you doing with that? I mean, I'm not judging, I'm just actually very curious as to what they're doing with that. Maybe I'm the only one that has those thoughts. But then I went over to the retail side, as you do, because more is more. And I found the most glorious mod dress. If you don't know what mod is, it was a movement in the 60s. A style movement. Look at this dress. Look at it. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I think it might fit me if I exercise again. But it does have a little bit of damage. It is this button is hanging on by many threads, not just a thread, but many threads. This is Nancy Greer, New York, which, by the way, if you find a Nancy Greer piece, you will probably know you found a Nancy Greer piece because look at it. This is just absolutely stunning. It, unfortunately, I can't find the material tag, so I don't know if I can wash this or not. I don't know at all. It does also have a stain on the front of it, which I'm going to try to get out. There it is. I found it. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so it has the Union Made tag here in the butt, and it does not tell me what it's made out of. That's so sad. But if you ever find these Union tags, hold on, let me see if I can get it so you guys can see it. So that's a Union Made tag. Actually, you can date the piece pretty well by what kind of tag this is. So I'm very happy about that. But also, I don't know what this is made out of, so I'm terrified to put this in the wash. I might put it on my hand wash cycle and see what happens after I resew the button back on. But oh my god, this thing is just I love me vintage. I love my vintage so much. And then I found this. You guys know I love restaurant wear. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I try to save things before they get smashed and trashed. But this is a piece of Jackson China American pottery, U.S. Department of Navy. So this was actually used on a ship somewhere, and it still has nice gold trim around it. I mean, I paid it $2.25 for this. I've sold pieces from the Army before, so I mean, I'm gonna double my money. It's just not gonna be like a, oh my god, I made so much off of it. But I saved another piece, and that's all I care about. Hello, what is this? I knew exactly what this was because I have one. This is a Butterbell. This is actually brand new. It's never been used. This is a Butterbell by Le Tremaine. It's got beurre. I'm sorry for everyone who speaks French. And butter. It's just the French word for butter. What you do is that you put a full stick of butter, will fit inside of this bell portion here. And then you put a little bit of water with like a drop of vinegar in there, and you put it on top. And what it does is it makes a seal. So that way you can have a crock of butter that is fresh and spreadable out on your counter instead of having to keep it refrigerated. You do have to change the water once every 3 days. So that way mold doesn't go in there. But it's just a way to keep fresh and spreadable butter on your counter. But that's what this is. I paid $3.25. I will say that I will probably put this on either Mercari or on Poshmark because the Butterbell by La Tremaine people do not like you reselling their products. So this probably won't go on eBay. If you do decide to put it up on eBay, you need to not use Butterbell as a keyword. Just so you know, even though it is a Butterbell, and I did legitimately purchase it with my real monies. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm peeling the sticker off and trying to talk at the same time. You see how well I multitask. But that's what this is. I know what it is because I have it in green. Which, by the way, I need to clean and refill with more butter because I, of course, have used it all. Being Southern. This next thing, I bought it because look at it. I've had really good luck selling vintage Tupperware. This is made in the USA. Velveeta, Craft Velveeta. This is like a singles keeper. I've not seen any on eBay when I was checking comps that had the branding on it. Pretty much all of them were like this dingy cream color with like a tray, which was cool because I like the tray. This one does not have the tray in it. But it does have the branding, so I think I'm going to be able to sell this pretty well just because it's neat. I don't know. I don't have a problem selling vintage Tupperware, so I got that. Then I found these. I was actually really surprised because there are a lot of resellers, especially shoe resellers, that come to this particular outlet in Ben's. These are brand new. They have never been worn. Pair of Aldo patent leather cream shoes in a size 7. So I'm going to put these up for sale because they are brand new, never worn, and I think they're cute. And shoes at my Goodwill retail location are $5.50, so I definitely think I'm going to get more than $5.50 for them. And then I can't go thrifting or literally anywhere and not buy mugs. And something that I have noticed to be the case, if you find one Otagiri mug, you will probably find a second Otagiri mug. Because people who collect Otagiri mugs normally collect them. So this is, I've talked about before, the sailboat, lighthouse, and beach themes are the ones that sell the best and the collectors are normally most looking out for. You can tell because it's got this lovely brown speckling. It also has the brown line on top. But this is just an absolutely glorious seascape. I don't know why it has a ribbon. My guess is it was a gift and they didn't like their gift, which is rude. And then here is one that is actually marked Otagiri Gibson Designs, and this just is in case you didn't know what a duck was. This is a duck. It tells you the actual name of the duck, which is a mallard. It's a male, by the way. That's the only ones that have this coloring. And then the species, denomination, and then it tells you like information about a mallard. So yeah, 2 mugs. Well, that is what I picked up at the Goodwill Bins / Goodwill retail location. I forgot what I paid. Oh, I think I paid like less than 20. I think I paid like $20 for everything at the retail location because I had one of those. My Goodwill does cards where you spend $15, you get a stamp, and then when you fill up the card, you get 20% off. And since none of my stuff was the half off color, I got 20% off, so happy with that. And if I sell the Greer dress, that'll pay for everything. Yay! But thank you guys so much for watching. I would like to personally thank all 1,279 of my subscribers. Interesting history fact for the year 1,279 is that the Royal Mint in England was moved into the Tower of London in 1,279. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye! Bye. Oh my god, I'm still like so giddy about the Nancy Greer dress. Just, it's pretty. If it fits me, I'm gonna cry. And if it doesn't fit me, I'm gonna cry. And then I'm gonna exercise so it does fit me. You're like, but you're fine, Bob. You're so skinny already. And I'm like, I am, but I'm also squishy. I could be less squishy.